Hello, my dear subscribers and guests of the channel. My name is Katya. This is the channel about knitting, Knit for Speed. And today, as I promised, we're gonna learn purling, how to purl. And as a bonus, I will show you two ways of purling. The classical way and, well, not classical, which is the second way. And actually, I'm gonna show you the two ways of doing knit stitches as well. Two ways of knitting, two ways of purling. So let's start with the classical way. We're gonna remove the first loop, and if you saw my previous video, if not, please check it out. You already know that we need knit stitches using the front side of the loop, and we do it like that. We insert it inside the loop, scoop up the yarn, pulling it through, and that's it. This is knitting with classical way, in the classical way. Let's reach the end of the row, and I will show you the classical way of purling. So here is our wrong side. We finished the row of knitting, and we are going to learn the classical purling way for doing the purl stitch. We put the yarn on the left needle, we insert the right needle from the front into the loop, doing like wave motion with the needle, taking the yarn, rolling it over the needle, and pulling through our loop. Here you go. This is your first purl stitch. Let's do it again. We dive inside the loop, going up, rolling the yarn over the needle, and pulling it through the loop. Always remember to put the yarn to the front on the left needle. Again, we dive inside. Okay, we go to the surface, rolling the yarn over the needle, pulling it through. We can say that we are swimming with the needle. Diving, going to the surface, rolling, pulling through. A little bit faster. Okay, here you go. And our knitting project looks like this. This is called stockinette stitch. So when we are knitting from the right side and purling from the wrong side, this looks like very smooth, very nice surface of the project. All right. So we learned the classical way of knitting and purling, and now we are going to the not classical or the second way. So, as I told, in the classical way, we are using the front side of the loop for knitting. In not classical, we are using obviously the back side. So we are diving inside the loop, scooping up the yarn, pulling it through, releasing, diving inside, scooping up, pulling it through, releasing. You see that the motion is very, very similar to the one of the classical way. Just in the classical way, we do it like this. In non-classical, we do it like this. Okay, one more thing I should tell is the position of the yarn while knitting the classical or not classical way. While knitting, not purling, our loop with the classical way, it lays like that on the needle. So you see, it's not parallel, it's a little bit twisted, and the front side is from the right. That's why in the classical way it's just easier to use the front side of the loop to put the needle inside because of the position of it. When we are using non-classical way, it's directly the opposite. The loop looks like this. You see, the front side is from the left, the back side is from the right, and it's easier to put the needle into the loop and use the back side. That's the whole difference. So now we are going to learn the purling, the non-classical way. Okay, again, removing the first loop, and here we go. As with classical way, we put the working yarn over the left needle, and now here goes the difference. We are diving inside the loop, but instead of rolling over the yarn, we are going with the needle up, and the yarn looks towards us, and we scoop up yarn like that. You see, again, we are putting the yarn from the front, we are diving inside the loop, putting the needle up and scooping it up. Going up, scooping up, diving, going up, scooping up. Look, again, classical way is we are rolling it over and pulling through the loop. Here we are scooping it up and releasing. Okay, you may ask, what is the result? What is the difference between using the classical or non-classical way? I will tell you, there is absolutely no difference. I will show you. This is the non-classical way, and the one we were using before is knitted with classical way. Look, there is absolutely no difference. The result would be same, either you use classical or non-classical way. It will be smooth from the front, and it will look the same absolutely the same from the back as well. So you may ask which way is to use. It depends only on you, whether it's more comfortable for you to use the classical or more comfortable to use the non-classical way. The whole difference basically is in the motion. So whatever is more comfortable, more convenient for you, that one you may use. And you may be sure that you will get the same knitting project with classical or non-classical way. For me personally, I use non-classical way just because of the purling, because for me, again, personally, this motion seems easier than to roll it over and to pull through. It just seems more intuitive, or the motions are more smooth. I can't explain, but it really is easier for me to use the non-classical way. So I hope, guys, this video was helpful for you. Please leave in the comments which way is easier for you, the classical or non-classical way. If you like this video, please put thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to not to miss the new interesting masterclasses. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again.